Okay, so this is cool. This is just a something I noticed with exercise, but it also has applications to the transcendent nature of being, for whatever that's worth. So the only way that you start to have perceptions of a part in the body is if the surrounding strength has collapsed or given away, right? Like if you're strong, you don't feel or worry about anything on the inside of the body, like, oh, is my alignment correct, or what is my lumbar doing and my quadricep. The only reason any of that stuff pops up is because there's been a destruction of the surrounding consciousness. Otherwise, it should all be unconscious. So like, if you have a strong perception of things inside of your body, it means that there's a complete relaxation or a weakness, right? So you can relax totally, and that's what'll open up the inside of the body. But also, if you develop a weakness, suddenly you go, oh, my back, like, oh, my spine's hurt, like, oh, this muscle's pulled, or whatever. That's a forced weakness. So like a forced weakness tears that outer sheath of consciousness, and then the inside is revealed. So this is true for like exercise, and you'll notice it's the same thing. Like you have a body that just moves and there's no parts until there's a forced weakness or an intentional relaxation, and then you can start to discern the underlying structure, right? Like a stretch, like, oh, why do I feel that muscle now? It's because I have relaxed, and suddenly the structure reveals itself. And you feel it, or you see it, or it pops into your awareness. And that's from a relaxation of the outer layer wrapping of strength. So then, that's obviously the case with like particular types of trauma that force you to be weak, like life events that force weakness, or, intense faith, meditation, prayer, intense like opening will reveal the sort of inner structure and the substructure of reality. And then going into those areas kind of makes you like morbid or weird or autistic in a particular way. Like if you're a surgeon and you start viewing people as like parts, or if you're a metaphysician and you start viewing people as like energies and chakras, because that's the energetic patterns is the supporting nature of here, just like the skeletal structure is the supporting nature of here. Everything that's pressing on from every single dimensional perspective from here is a supporting structure. And so if you relax any of the strength holding this moment together, you can open up a window into, right? So that relaxation is also perception. Like right here, I'm relaxing, and the only thing that's moving me is my eye sense organs. And then that relaxation reveals a structure in my body that can move, and I look at that structure moving right through relaxation. If I kind of tense up or I relax past that, then my vision goes away. Right? You can relax further, and this goes away, and you drop into a deeper vision. Or you can contract and intense and like be reading a book or in a thought, and suddenly all of this goes away, right? So that under like psychedelic meditative space is there just as much as this world is there when you're like in your cell phone or you're thinking about something and you're not taking in any of the details. By relaxing those thoughts, and then that causes the details to come in, so you can relax these thoughts, and then that causes the extra detail to pop up even more. Like the runes written all over the ground everywhere, right? Like, where do those come from? I'm going. So yeah, a lot of times people open up and they go, oh, there's a part, and then that part's injured, and you try and do structural work. Like, oh, let's change your energy, let's stretch, contract your back's hurt, let's strengthen those muscles that you feel there, let's stretch them. And you can work on that forever, and it's like the problem isn't those parts, it's that surrounding sheath that's making the parts visible is the problem. It's not the parts, right? So like if you like kind of tense up, and it just the problem goes away, because you use the surrounding consciousness is infinite. So like the part might wear out, or the body might wear out, and then the surrounding consciousness can't really localize in that area, but the limitations of the body almost never has to do with the body whatsoever, because you move via the surrounding strength. And it's only through that surrounding strength becoming so weak that you become aware of the body to begin with. I think that's why babies are so alive, I think. I don't think they even have body awareness yet. It's like only after you age and you die enough do you like do all does the fullness, the death process, the fullness of what you are just kind of like peels away, right? And you're left with a skeleton. Unless there's some surrounding shroud that could be called eternal. Some sort of garment of influence, like the same way that you surround your body with your strength and it moves your body in particular ways that it defies the laws of physics. I wonder if there's like a surrounding garment or a surrounding strength within which the entire world is that strength's body. So it's like, this is just a pretty simple workout principle. Like, yeah, if your back hurts, maybe don't exercise the back, like maybe exercise your totality, like your sheath, so that you don't even like the back. It's just there it's just there because that's where you are. It doesn't really have anything to do with your limitations. Like your body is just where you are. It doesn't have anything to do with your physical limitations. So if you see that, then your exercise can become a lot better, because you start actually practicing the exercises instead of trying to get the body to be a particular way. And so just very, very pragmatic, like, hey, this is how to recover from like maybe a back injury or a shoulder injury, or like the mentality or the thought process by which, like, okay, that part broke because I had a weakness. Okay, my reflex is to exercise that part, which can then often make things a lot worse and worse and worse and worse, because you're having to stay relaxed to even see the part. So the thing that's weak just gets weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker, and then the part gets stronger and stronger and stronger, but it doesn't, like, nothing works that way, and blah.